Hello everyone! Welcome again to Skills Booster. Elevate your potential with the TUM-GS Transferable Skills Training. A series of videos by TUM Graduate School that will help you explore essential skills beyond academia for your success. Our topic today can give you some ideas on how to cope with the demands of your academic journey. We are going to talk about resilience. A large part of the doctoral journey is about dealing with high expectations, tight deadlines, and intense pressure to perform and publish. In addition, it can take many years before you know whether all the work has really paid off. Resilience is essential to help you adapt and overcome adversity, stress, and unexpected challenges. Given how demanding a doctorate can be, why don't we chat with an expert to learn how to deal with it resiliently?
My name is Judith Bergner. I'm a qualified psychologist and I specialize on mental health. And I'm very happy to be a trainer at the TUM Graduate School.
Can you briefly share your experience on the topic of resilience? What insights have you gained through your work?
When I started my career as a psychologist, I had an emphasis on work and organizational psychology. So I was involved in change management projects and saw a lot of companies and organizations. And I also learned that the individual can do something to be resilient and not suffer, if you wish, from damaging organizational structures or leaders. And that's the reason why I specialized on mental health and kind of strengthening individuals to be resilient and to cope with challenges and damaging situations in a healthy and good way, and just maintain a joyful and healthy life.
The life of a doctoral candidate is indeed full of challenging situations. From your expertise, what contributes to the doctorate being such a stressful time for many?
Well, first of all, it's the pressure to perform, the pressure to publish, meeting deadlines, doing that on time, and in a very competitive environment. Then second, the whole issue of funding. It's mostly a very complicated process, particularly in Germany, and people have to know about the processes, and it's a lot of bureaucracy required, and that's tiring and very time-consuming. And then, of course, because the environment is quite competitive and people are working long hours and staying in the lab forever and a day, it's certainly social isolation and loneliness. So all of that is quite a burden and quite a load on people's shoulders.
As you mentioned before, part of being resilient is having effective coping strategies. Do you have any recommendations on what can help doctoral candidates better cope in their day-to-day?
If I want to put it in short words, it's taking care of the body, the mind, and the soul. Now let's start with the body. It means being connected with oneself, being aware of one's needs, knowing what I need to stay sane and strong and healthy, sleep well, eat healthy food, hydrate, drink when you're thirsty. It sounds simple, but it starts with that. Exercise, spend time out there in the daylight, include other people. So second, concerning the mind, is be self-organized, have some kind of tool, some kind of strategy how to organize all the tasks and requests and demands. So you probably have a to-do list or a Kanban board and update it on a regular basis. So before you leave the office or the lab in the afternoon, late afternoon, prepare it for the next day so that you have time off in the evening. So the mind needs to have some kind of structure and plan how to cope with all the requests and tasks. Thirdly, take care of your soul, meaning make sure you have fun, you have a life outside the lab, and find an activity that you really enjoy and make it a priority. Include other people. Make sure you have a social network, people who are warm-hearted, who love you, you love them, you like spending time with them, and create that social network to support each other and have some kind of a sense of belonging to a group of people you like.
Interesting. So, resilience includes taking care of our body, mind, and soul. What you're describing sounds like self-care. Is that right? Can you tell us more about this?
So self-care is actually the basis of staying healthy and mentally sane and happy and having a joyful life. And it starts with the body. Being present in the body and, noticing your needs. As C.G. Jung once said, the healing starts with becoming conscious. And let me give you a very simple example. One of the participants recently, she said she was in the lab at 9:00 a.m. in the morning, processing data in front of a monitor, and she felt thirsty. At noon, another colleague came in asking her to join them for lunch, and she said, only then I noticed that I didn't have a sip of water the entire time. That's not being in contact with the body, and that it starts with little things like that. So we encourage everybody to take care of themselves like they would for a loved one.
Self-care, good time management, and having a supportive network in your life. These are some of the things that can help build the resilience necessary to manage challenges during your doctorate. Thank you, Judith, for all your interesting insights. Is there anything else you would like to add?
TUM Graduate School offers a lot of courses for transferable skills that you can use throughout your whole life. And we are happy to welcome you and support you and strengthen your self-confidence.
That's right. Remember to visit us in our website under the section Transferable Skills Training. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon in one of our courses.